Hello, all of my fantastic, wonderful, and amazing Viking friends out there. It is that time of year again. What time of year again, you might ask? Well, it is that time of year again where there's reindeer and there's jolly bearded men and there's elves somewhere on the shelves and, snow on the ground. And you get to throw snowballs and build forts and build fires. That is my favorite activity in the winter, building fires. Although it is my favorite activity in the summertime too, and in the spring, and in the fall, and all year round. I love to build fires. But today we're in the kitchen because I've got a couple of things and I've been invited to all of these parties. And I'm telling you, these parties can throw you off in a heartbeat. Now, I'm typically carnivore, but this time of year, I kind of go into this keto realm, and I'm unapologetic about it. So, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I bring to parties and I enjoy. So, let's get started.
Distant shadows on the water, war cry erupts, steel clash sounding hotter. Viking drums pound, heartbeats quicken in the night. Call of the ravens, signal for the fight. It's the swing, warriors marching, roll retreat. Thundering steps, war drums say carry beat. Blood on the fields, rolling from the bow. Stories told, the firelight, legends growing old. Ravens call echo, and transcend. Drums of war detect no place to pretend.
So what I like to do, first of all, is bring keto snacks. Now, typically, when you find the word keto on something in the store or online, it usually is dirty keto, which means that it really technically is not keto. It's just low carb. And if you are okay with low carb, counting net carbs, and you're okay with throwing your ketosis off, then go for it. It's completely fine. This time of year, it beats snacking on cookies and chips and cake and pie and all the other goodies, the croissants and the danishes and the whatever they have, at the parties, hot cocoa and, those kind of things. It beats all of that. So buying stuff like this is okay. And a lot of these are found in the American kind of grocery stores or online. I picked up Catalina Crunch. It is in the lower carb realm, 14 grams of carbohydrates. It's still high up there. I would not have a lot of this. And of course, nuts and seeds. That's another snacky go-to. And keto snack mix. That's another go-to. So I picked up some Russell Stouffer sugar-free candies. They're again low carb, dirty keto. These are 23 grams of carbohydrate. So if you are planning on staying through ketosis and avoiding this stuff, yes, absolutely. If you need something where you go to a party and they're having a whole buffet and you're sitting there wondering what you can have, I picked this up. I've never tried it before. Again, very low carb, but not keto. I wouldn't call this keto at all. 15 grams of carbohydrates per 1 cup. It is lower in carbohydrate than anything you would find in the grocery store as far as junk food. It says high protein, keto friendly, low carb friendly, I would say. Gluten free, grain free, soy free, wheat free, naturally flavored, totally delicious. I like how that totally delicious. Childlike and cereal for grown-ups. I would honestly replace the children's version of this for children with this, if you're going to give your children anything like this. So That's what I would do. But if you need something to snack on and you're looking for something better than a pumpkin pie or a pecan pie or any of that, or cookies, because holiday cookies, that's the worst. Oh my goodness. Holiday cookies, they always get me. Always. And then of course all the pastries and the danishes and all the stuff that they serve during the holidays, the breads and the butters, which we're getting to next. Hang on. So I wanted to show you, I ended up, so you could have a savory kind of mixture. This has uh, pecans, dried cheddar cheese, hazelnuts, and it does have a little bit of preservatives just so that the nuts do not go rancid. And then of course this one has almonds, if you like almonds, pecans, Brazil nuts, macadamia nuts. If you don't like any of that, of course, this is all optional. Okay, this is the mixture. I added about 2 cups, maybe 2.5 cups of nuts. You can add your own nuts or a mixture of nuts, whatever you need. And then you can add your other things with it. You can make your own cheese crisps, or you can, of course, get this cheat in a bag. And then, of course, you can buy a cereal like this or buy a cereal like this. I wouldn't mix the two. This is chocolate peanut butter, and this is fruity. Fruity. So I mixed it all up, and then I put in some sugar-free chocolate chunks with stevia. And I'm going to take this in a baggie. Well, it's in a bag, but I'm going to put it in another bag. And I'm going to take it along with me for a holiday get together, I guess. It's going to be a gift exchange, and they're going to have a movie playing in the background. I tell you, this time of year brings the Grinch out of me.
Even if I wanted to go, my schedule wouldn't allow it. 4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 4:30, stare into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. I'm booked.
Other things you can bring is beef jerky. You can make your own jerky if you want to. You could make dried fish, dried chicken, dried turkey. You can all sorts of dried meat. You can also bring along some beef jerky sticks. And also at parties, usually they do have shrimp or something like that. That would be fine. Just be careful of the sauce that they use, because sometimes the sauce has a lot of sugar in it. And finally, if you wanted to, you can bring scallops wrapped in bacon or some kind of cheese dip or anything like that. But what I really wanted to show you, as I drop things, what I really wanted to show you was flavored butters. Now we're going to do a tangy and a savory butter this time. And then the next time, I'm going to do more fruity and more sweet kind of butter. So these are keto flatbreads. You can make carnivore flatbreads if you want. You can make ketovore flatbreads. The recipes are all out there. You can make them with cream cheese, cottage cheese, whatever you need to. This is just a block of cream cheese, 4 eggs, and a little bit of almond flour until the batter got thick. I think I added about 3.5 cups. Of course, sometimes it's going to be more, sometimes it's going to be less. And then I am grilling these up on a really hot skillet with a little bit of beef tallow. Simple, very simple. So that's the first thing I am doing. Of course, you could go to the store too and just buy keto crackers if you really want to, or Egg Life, or anything in between. Anything that you need to put the butter on. And I won't judge if you just eat the butter right out of the bowl. I mean, hey, it's the holidays, right? Okay, I'm going to start out with a glass bowl, and the reason why is because we want it softened in the microwave, but not melted. That's the important part. What you missed this morning was I put the bowl in the microwave, left it on high for about 30 seconds, and it completely melted, and I wasted a whole cup of butter. So we're gonna do this the correct way and put a cup of butter inside of the bowl and just soften it inside of the microwave. We're gonna do 2 batches, like I said, a savory and a tangy. Now you could also do this in metal bowls or wooden bowls. You just cannot microwave it. So you're gonna need softened butter that is just on the brink of melting. This one got a little melted. So I'm going to put this aside, do this one first, which didn't get so melty. And we're going to work with this one first. Okay. So to this, I'm going to add some dill, just a little bit of dill. About 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons worth. Make sure they're teaspoons, not tablespoons. A little bit of marjoram. Marjoram. Okay. Just a little dash. Now it does bug people that I do not measure. And I do. I just eyeball it. Sometimes I end up with messes. But most of the time I'm pretty good. And a little dash of Arctic thyme. Now, none of this is sponsored. I don't get paid for any of this. I don't get any free stuff for this. I just like using the stuff. So this is the Salzburg Arctic thyme salt. This is really good stuff. They make other salts too. Try them. It'll change you for the better. So that's the first batch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna whip this up. Now you can use a whisk as well if you really wanted to. I did this morning and it's still dirty. You didn't see that? I guess we're just, I don't know. We'll just whisk this. Okay, that's the first batch. This, we're going to add a little bit of paprika. I never pronounce it right, so I always get people commenting, it's not paprika, it's paprika. Okay, paprika. And then I made this recipe. This is my own creation. It is lemon. Like a dried lemon with a little bit of pepper. So we're going to add a little bit of lemon and some pepper. Yes, dried lemon. Okay. So now we are just whisking this with the only clean whisk I have. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right, now we need to taste test these. Okay. Now the first one right now. All right. Now remember, this was the dill, marjoram, and Arctic sea salts. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. All right. Another spoon, please. Barsigoo. I just need a regular spoon. That one's a big one. Oh. Hey, look, a spoon. Okay. This was the lemon, paprika, and pepper. Very delicious. Very delicious. Now I made one earlier just to test it out. Now this one I had stored in the refrigerator. This one was onion, garlic, and red pepper. Maybe some red pepper. Red pepper. Well, I'm gonna add a lot of red pepper and a little bit of salt. And this one has a lot of onion in it. I'm making a mess. Okay. And it's not fair, I've already tasted this, and it's pretty good. I ended up chilling it in the refrigerator. It is still good. And then of course you can always put in the refrigerator. You can make it into shapes if you need to. You could add cheese. You could add meat if you need to. Very delicious. Until next time, my friends, have a wonderful and amazing, fantastic weekend. And I hope that this following week you get all of your shopping done, if you're still shopping. And I hope that all of your friends are just as fabulous as you are. Anyway, Gul Yul.
Ravens call echo, battle cry crescent. Drums of war dictate, no place to pretend. Warriors stand strong, faith in their hands. Till saga ends, we conquer these lands.
That's what happened. And of course, I didn't have anything to put it in except for an old container, so here I go. Although it looks like it's getting moldy. Flavoring, I guess. Oh, spoon, please. Mixed nuts. You can add your own nuts if you want. Of course, I'm crinkling up the bag. Sorry, I'm crinkling up the bag. So if you're wondering what's behind me, I decided that I was going to make some keto biscuits, keto flatbread. Why? No. What you want to do is you want to whip it up. So it's a whipped butter. Melted it. Oh, just gonna have to add more butter, right? Hopefully it hardens within a couple, not hardens, solidify, I don't know what it, whippy. It needs to be whipped. We're gonna whip it. Whip it into shape. Ah, it's getting messy. Okay. Ah! Are you recording?